like me and you have those body issues, you need it. Good morning, Coach Devin here. I was lucky enough yesterday to go on a podcast. Second time I've ever been on a podcast. Yeah, podcast hosted by a lady named Nancy. It's called The Nancy Perspective. Go check it out. I will tag her in this video so you know who she is. She's awesome, super smart, great interviewer. I've been interviewed a lot of times in my life. She is fantastic, really interesting. And the thing that she pulled out of me that I probably couldn't have pulled out of myself very well was we talked about body issues and how people have body issue problems, right? You look at yourself, you have body issues. And something that I said to her was I am action packed with body issues. From hygiene, I shower like 2 or 3 times a day, to and I put on deodorant a ton and I chew gum all the time. That's one. To, body hair. Don't like body hair on me. Shave it all off. Even my head. The only place it is my eyebrows and the beard. And fitness is way up there on the list. Now, I think it makes me a pretty good trainer because I understand where people are coming from. Like, I get it. If you're looking at the mirror saying, man, I don't like what I see, I understand that. I did that my whole life. I'm 49 years old. I did it for a long time. It took me until I probably was in my 30s before I could even accept and say, okay, I'm reasonably fit. Now, I don't beat myself up every single day about it, but I get where everybody's coming from. And what I've done to kind of get control of that, and Nancy and I talked about it yesterday, is I was thinking 20-year-old Devin. 20-year-old Devin, 18-year-old Devin wanted to be stronger, wanted to be bigger, lacked some confidence, wanted women to like him, all those things. And I look in the mirror and I always think to myself, okay, if you're beating yourself up today, what would 20-year-old Devin say? Is 20-year-old Devin impressed with that? You know what, 20-year-old Devin was doing a pretty good job so far. He'd be proud of me. Now, am I ever comfortable and happy with that? No. I always want more. I always want to do better. And that's just, I think, my personality. I like a challenge. I want a challenge. Every day I like a challenge. If I'm not challenged, I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. But look in the mirror, look back and say, hey, how far have I come? Look, what you want to look for are the positives. If you've lost 10 pounds, that's a lot of weight. That is a lot. If you started getting more fit, that's great. Look for the positives and create a virtuous cycle. Because if you're like me and you have those body issues, you need it. Bottom line, you need it. You need to have a positive, virtuous cycle going on, because that's what will keep you going longer. If you don't have it, bad things happen, trust me. I've been there and I've seen it with a lot of people. So positive thoughts, stay on top of it. Always think about, would I be proud of myself from 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago? Would I be like, okay, yeah, I've done a pretty good job of that. That's what you want to look for, and then build from that and get better. Do more. That's how you get successful, guys. And that's how you keep yourself in a positive headspace. For those of us who are like me and action-packed with body issues. If you have comments, questions, things you want me to talk about, write them up down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Have yourself a great day. Don't fight, be awesome.